now, so I'm here at Amelia Day, and I finally had a minute to film a little bit. So it's really packed. I'm number 115, and it's been busy from the beginning to now. We're 30 minutes and I've already made back my booth money in 30 minutes, which is wild. It's never happened before. And I've actually made more than my booth money. So I'm just trying to keep up with everybody, and I've never had this many people in a booth in my booth at one time. So just trying to keep up with everything. And yeah, so right now, the best sellers so far have been a little bit of everything. People have tried my bars of soap, they've tried Inner Peace, they've tried Let's Meditate, they've tried Lavender. My eye pillow has sold, tote bag, forbidden fruit. So once again, all over the place as far as what's sold. And I'm just keeping up. People are really telling me that they have moved more to handcrafted, handmade soaps instead of more like the store-bought soaps. So that's perfect. It's super packed out here. It's a little rainy, but it's a lot of people out here. So I'll keep y'all updated. Hey everyone, so I decided to hop on really quick. It's about 12:35 and the event's over at 3 o'clock, and I've already made back 7 times what I put into this event. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll check back in. Boxes have been really popular. Eye pillows have continued to be popular. Tote bags, pink sea salt, and lip balms, bars of soap, sugar scrubs, lip scrubs, everything has been popular. So really great event, and I'm signing up for next year now so that I can get a discount, because if you sign up at some of these events a year in advance, you get like a super discount. Okay, so something fell off my table. I went to go grab it, but I just had a repeat customer. She was at last weekend's event at Richland's Creamery. Go check out that video. But she was at that event and she came back again to purchase some more stuff from me, and she wanted to know if I'd be at another event coming up that I am on the wait list for, but I have not gotten accepted into it yet. But they wanted to know if I'd be at that one as well, and I've had a few people ask me if I was going to be at that one, so I'm really hoping I can get into that one, because that one's going to be a really big one. So far I have made, like I said, about 7 to 8 times what I put into this event, and this event was a little bit more pricier, so I'm really excited that I've made back so much money. So far I have another probably 2-3 more hours left, and I've already made the most money I've ever made at a vendor event ever, so I'm super excited about this. So I'll keep y'all updated. Bye. My Italian ice. I got mango at the bottom and coconut at the top, and it is delicious. I heard it's better than ice cones, because with ice cones you put the flavoring on top of the ice, whereas this flavoring's already inside of the ice. So yay! Hey, look. Let's go. Hey everyone, so as I was getting ready to edit this video, I realized that I did not do an update on how the event went. So basically this event, as you know by the title, is the best event I have ever done in the form of profitable event. There was a lot of people there that I knew from other events, which was awesome. a lot of customer engagement, just super great environment. I had a pretty good spot. Just overall good customer to my right, good customer to my left, great vendor to the left, great vendor to the right, just great environment overall. Definitely an event that I have already paid for next year, because I'm definitely want to do it. And I'm just super excited about this event. So let's get into the numbers. When I kind of look through, it looks like I sold about 48 to 50 items in that one day. So at this event, I sold about 48 to 50 items. Some of the top sellers were so I sold a lot of self-care boxes. People love those. I know one woman, she purchased 2 of them at the same time. Eye pillows, I sold a lot of those. It looks like Whipped Body soaps, Whipped Body butter, sugar scrubs. Let me tell you the scents of soaking bath salts, tote bags, lots of tote bags, lots of bars of soap, a lot of lip scrubs. So let me give you the scents. I sold, oh, and I also sold one of my soap holders, which is a new product that I have. So Lake Babe, Let's Meditate, Pink Sea Salt, Forbidden Fruit. So a whole lot of pink sea salt. Relief, lavender, then more lavender, and then more lavender, Inner Peace. And then for the lip balm, coconut was a popular one. And for the lip scrub, coconut and pineapple were popular. People really like the self-care is not selfish tote bag. The Your Story is Not Over self-care tote bag. The Grow Through What You Go Through, both designs. So overall, a little bit of everything. People really gravitated toward the 8-ounce containers. So the 8-ounce options over the 3-ounce containers. So I was really excited about that. Got rid of a lot of products, which is perfect. I made the most money that I have ever made at an event so far. And so overall, great event. The lunch was good. It had a great option for lunch, and I was able to get a funnel cake after everything kind of slowed down, because it was just, the funnel cake line was just so long, mainly because it's funnel cakes and because they were only $5. And overall, great. No complaints about this event at all. And I'm excited that I was able to do it next year. So a tip that I'm going to give y'all: if you are attending an annual event, check to see if once you have done that annual event, while you're there, find the coordinator, because the coordinator will be there running around. See if you can go ahead and pay for next year's event, and they probably will offer it to you at a cheaper rate. So let's say, for example, the event is $70. You paid the $70 for this year. If you go ahead and register for next year, this year, they may offer it to you for $30. So that's a huge difference. And it will be out of sight, out of mind. You've already gotten it done, and it's awesome. A lot of them do that. I know this one did. I was able to see one of my friends there. She does wreaths, and her brother and my dad served in the military together. So it was really nice. I met her at an event in December, the event that was not good in December, but we met there, and I saw her at this event, and me and her were just chatting it up about events and how this one was compared to some of the other ones we have gone to that were not the best. And we both agreed that's 2 of the events that were not the best we are not going to do again this year. But this one we both agreed was a great event. I was, I believe, the only soap maker there, at least when I scoped out, because I wasn't able to walk around as you saw in the video. I believe I was the only soap maker there, so that was great. And I believe she was the only wreath maker there, and so that was also great. I don't really ask too many questions for coordinators. I know some people say that you should ask coordinators how many soap makers, how many this, how many that, but I didn't, because I just don't. I mean, there's numerous reasons why I don't. It's because even if there are numerous soap makers, that does not mean that I'm not confident in my business. I'm very confident in my business, not cocky, but confident. So it can be a lot of soap makers there. And if I really like that event or really want to do that event, I'm going to do it, because it's like my business is just like anybody else's. It's a brand, it's a business, and I work just as hard as anybody else on my brand and on my business. So I know that some people, some vendors, some coordinators won't accept too many soap vendors or too many wreath makers or whatever it is, because of the saturation and all that stuff. But most events kind of allow as many people as they want to there. And I was just grateful that I was one of probably the only soap maker there. And it was great. So to my one side of me was the VFW people. And then to the other side, it was a person who wasn't even selling anything. She was just advertising for, I don't even know what. She was just advertising. She wasn't even selling anything. So I had a great setup. And oh my gosh, y'all, that Italian ice was amazing. A little chit chat, y'all. So this past week, well, at the time of me filming this past week, so May 8th through the 12th was Teachers Week. And because I work in the school, no, I'm not a teacher. I'm a school counselor or a school mental health counselor. But I get the same perks as the teachers do during Teachers Week. So when they get subs for the week or gift cards for the week, I get them in my mailbox too. So one of the perks for Teachers Week is that they had a teacher who was an ex-teacher, left his teaching job to start his own business as an ice cone maker. And so he brought his ice cone truck to each school and provided free ice cones to the teachers and staff. And so I was able to have his ice cones twice. And that was just a special moment to me, because it was like he was a teacher and then he left to follow his passion of being a business owner, which is what I'm all about. And then one of the days they had another ex-teacher who left the teaching field to go get her massage or masseuse license. And now she runs her own masseuse services. And so she came to one of the schools to provide 10-minute massages to the school staff for the entire day. So once again, another small business owner who left their full-time job to pursue their passion. And so even though I was not able to get a massage because I was not there on that particular day, I was able to get ice cones. And so going back to what I was talking about, I fell in love with ice cones. I had never had one before, and I was like, let me just try it because it's here, it's free, it's, you know, supporting another business. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I got it twice. I got it twice in 1 week, so I was super excited. I got an ice cone. It was, I made strawberry and pina colada together, and it was dreamy. And so when they were telling me at this event, Amelia Day, about the Italian ice, I was like, I wonder if that's like ice, you know, like an ice cone. And so, of course, when I go over there, I was like, oh, is this like an ice cone? People are always like, people around me were also asking, like, hey, is this like an ice cone? And she's like, no, this is better than an ice cone. And I was like, better than an ice cone? Like, she took offense to that. Like, do not call her Italian ice no ice cone. This is the real deal, she says. So I tried this Italian ice and it was amazing. So the difference is that with an ice cone, she said, you drizzle the flavoring on top of the ice. With an Italian ice that she had, it is already built into the ice. It was amazing. And the texture was different than ice cone. It was absolutely amazing. And I believe she sold out of all of her flavors, and she had a billboard filled of flavors. She sold out. So I think everybody at this event that I talked to had a successful event where they sold out of products, they ran low on products, some sold things that they never had sold before. It was just an amazing experience for not only us vendors, but also the restaurants in the area, also for the boutiques in the area. I know a boutique that was along the strip where all the vendors were lined up, and they sold they sold so much that they had to close down the next day because they did not have enough inventory. They were supposed to do an event that Sunday and had to cancel that as well because they didn't have enough inventory to be able to go to another event. And I was like, wow. Like I'm having to now, I did my inventory already, but I'm going to have to go and look and see what I've run out of. I was running super low on eye pillows, so I had to cut new eye pillows and the stuffing, the liner to go in the inside and give it to my mom so she can sew it up so I can stuff it. And like we are having to grind as well because we have another great event coming up this weekend that should be just about the same as far as like popularity. It's an event that is an annual event, but it has not been held since COVID. So they're just getting back into it, and everybody is super excited to get out in this town because it is super small and they don't have any festivals in this town. This is like the festival in the town, and they're having food vendors and dancing people and musicians and bands, and like they're really going all out. And so I foresee this being another successful event, and I'm just super honored to be able to have 3 back-to-back successful events. I will be taking off from vendor events on the 27th of May and starting back on June 3rd with a farmer's market, my first farmer's market. I want to do them every month, but it's just not possible with my schedule to do them every month. But that's that. A heads up, I'm having a conversation today with one of the owners of a art studio. And me and her are going to have a conversation about my soap making classes and restarting those back up coming in June and what days. And we're also going to be talking about me having a space in her studio space to be able to have like a boutique that I'm going to be able to create in there and sell my product 2 days a week. As if that is my boutique. So I'm really excited for that. I was going to do the Painted Tree Boutique. If you all know what those are, go look them up. It's called the Painted Tree Boutiques. It's a huge warehouse, basically a store where they rent out sections, hundreds of sections of the store, and you get to create your own section. You get to, paint it and do whatever you want and create like your own like little space, and that is your boutique. And they have somebody there to run it for you, and they get a commission, they get rent, and you get the rest or whatever it is, and you get to have a boutique but a hands-off approach to it. I was going to do that, but I just do not. Hundreds of dollars for rent in my business is not realistic. I am and there's no guarantee you're going to make money. With there being hundreds of people in there, hundreds of vendors in there, I would have to invest a lot of money in my space to make it stand out. Because there are hundreds of vendors in there and quite a bit of soap makers that I was just like, whoa, like that's their space. Like it looks like a candy store. Like a soap maker has a candy store space. Like it looked that they put a lot of money into that space on top of paying $300 and $400 in rent every month, investing that much money into a space to get a fake ice cream cart that like you could put your ice cream soaps on. And I mean, it was just so like detailed, and I knew it was expensive. but maybe these people have shops already, because a lot of people have stores already, but they're also putting their products in this type of establishment. So it's just like, they definitely probably have more money than me, and I just don't want to invest my money into that. I'm finally at a place 7 months, 8 months into my business where it's running itself. I don't have to put any extra money into it. All of my monthly expenses plus are able to be fulfilled by my business account. My personal, I don't have to put any of my personal money into it. And so I do not want to put myself into a position where I'm struggling. And so if I can pay a small fee at this studio and be able to run my business and do certain making classes, I think I may look into that option. So me and her are going to have a conversation today, and we're doing a YouTube video on how that went. This evening, I'm going to do that, as well as I'm going to be making my whipped body butter in pink sea salt, because that has sold out and people have been asking for a small version of that. It already sold out. I need to start utilizing this at my vendor events. I brought it to the last one, but a lot of people, if they can't buy it then and there, they don't really want to take the time to do an order form. And this is just something I got off of Canva and kind of created, but I'll be able to put down, like if I do not have it in the store or in the at the event, you can write your information down. I can call you when I make it. So that's something that I'm going to try to really push. If I hear somebody say, hey, I want this, or hey, I want that. One thing I will add about this event, for some reason, people's cards kept getting declined. Not because they didn't have money in their account, y'all, but because they were shopping with so many other vendors there that their banks put like a stop on their card because they thought it was fraud or something like that. And so I had a lot of declines. It would not even let me process their card on my POS system. And so I did lose one sale because of it. A woman said, okay, hey, like I'm gonna go home and get cash and then come back, and she never did. So that was unfortunate. It was really unfortunate because she was really in love with my products. So that was really sad. But for the most part, people were able to, use PayPal or Venmo or Cash App and try to make it work. But it was just very inconvenient. And there's nothing I could have done to make it better. I mean, I told them to try different cards, and some people did give me another card and it worked just fine. But if they use the card in with different vendors and stuff in that area, or if they made too many purchases within a certain amount of time, the bank was not having it. And so that's just something to be aware of, because I was completely caught off guard. Like, this has never happened to me before. What's wrong? And I thought it was something I did, and then I just felt myself apologizing so much, and they apologized to me so much for making it difficult. But it was really like, it's neither one of our faults. Like, we were both just trying, but I was really glad that they hung in there with me and made it happen, and I was able to make as many sales as I did. If I can keep this going, that'd be great. But not every event is going to be like this, and I know this, and I want y'all to know this too, that not every event is going to be like this. There will be events where you make hundreds of dollars in one day, and there'll be events where you make $100 or less or none. And that's just the way it is. I've been there. So when I made this amount of money this weekend, I was like, I have made it. Like, I have made it, y'all. Even though I would love to make more than that in a week, but having 3 weekends back to back is wild. My goal is to sell about 100 products a month, and that will make me happy, and financially it will keep the steady flow of money coming in. And so I think right now, let me give y'all an update. So I have, in the last 7 days, I have sold 60 items. Prior to that, I have sold 90 items so far, and it's just May 17th, and I have sold 90 items. So if I sell 10 more items, I would have met my goal, my new goal of selling 100 items in 30 days. So in 1 month, selling 100 items or 100 products, whatever you want to call it, is my goal. So that going forward, that's going to be a goal that I try to meet, because I want to be able to grow a sustainable business. My followers have increased drastically. My following has increased. I'm no longer on Etsy. Sorry, I'm just dumping all new information on y'all. I no longer have Etsy. I'm really focusing on my email list and growing that. So I'm getting ready to also try to do a giveaway or a raffle. And people who enter will be people who have liked my Facebook page, or people who have and people who have registered on the email list, to try to grow that a little bit better. So I rambled on enough, y'all, for an outro to the event, and I will see y'all at this weekend's event. Bye.